6-0. Our Outkick six-pack of picks went last week. 6-0. If you'd bet them all, it would have paid off as a parlay at 45-1. Well, I've got a baker's half dozen of picks now for you. I have got seven NFL gambling picks for you. I'm going to run through them all, and then I'm going to let Dub tell me what he thinks about them. If you don't have time to write these down, trust me, you can go to Outkick.com. They will be posted there. You'll be able to just scroll through until you see the NFL picks, and then you can click on it there, and all of these, along with the number, will be there. By the way, go get signed up right now, FanDuel.com/Clay, FanDuel.com/Clay. If you happen to be in Tennessee, $50 free. The Spread the Love contest is going on in the Auburn-Tennessee game. You're going to be able to bet on Tennessee as like a 50-point underdog, as a plus 50 or plus 60 or plus 70, wherever that ends up, and basically guarantee yourself $50. That's FanDuel.com/Clay. You can also make your parlay picks there with all of these games. And here we go. Let me have the melodic tunes of the gambling picks in the background. There we hear it. Titans +6 at Baltimore. I believe this is a good matchup for the Titans. Why do I say that? Titans can't get any pressure on the quarterback. But against Lamar Jackson, you don't really need to get pressure on the quarterback. You just need to contain him. And I think the Titan defense is actually set up to contain Lamar Jackson fairly well. I'm not sold on this Baltimore Raven offense at all right now. 6 feels like a steep number to me. I think the Ravens win, but I think this is a field goal game. Give me the Titans +6. The Lions. The Panthers probably not going to have Teddy Bridgewater. That is what we heard from Dr. David Chow on Thursday. That's when I decided I was going to bet this game. Christian McCaffrey is out. I got the Lions -2 on the road against the Panthers. The Patriots starting to show a little bit of rhythm. I like what I'm seeing from the Patriots. They are on the road against the Texans. It feels like the Texans have quit. The Patriots do not feel like they have quit. I like the Patriots a 1.5 favorite on the road against the Texans. Atlanta. Jameis Winston coming in to take over for Drew Brees. I'm not sold on Jameis Winston. I like Matt Ryan, 8-5 in the last 13 as an underdog against the number between Atlanta and New Orleans. I like the Falcons +5 on the road in the Superdome. Dolphins at Broncos. I like the under 45.5 here. The Broncos can't score on anybody. Their defense is fairly solid. I think they will bounce back and play better than they did on Sunday. Really poor performance, I thought, against the Raiders. The Dolphins are won 5 in a row. They're due for a little bit of a rough spot here. I don't think they get as many turnovers. I like the under in this game. Chiefs on the road against the Raiders. I think the Chiefs come out and absolutely dominate against the Raiders after losing to the Raiders earlier this year. I like the Chiefs by double digits. That's even before we knew that so many of the Raiders' defensive players were not going to be able to interact and have a normal week of preparation. So give me the Chiefs -8. And Monday Night Football. We were talking about Monday Night Football earlier in this show. I like the Rams +4 against the Bucs. I think the Rams have a good chance to keep this game close. That is 7 picks for you. A baker's half dozen. One more time, I'll run through them quick, and then I'll see what Dub thinks of them. Titans +6 against the Ravens. Lions -2 at the Panthers. Patriots -1.5 at the Texans. Atlanta +5 at New Orleans. The Dolphins at the Broncos under 45.5. The Chiefs -8 at the Vegas Raiders. And the Rams +4 at the Bucs. How would you assess these picks? Dub, do you love any of them?
I love one in particular. Well, really, I like a lot of them. And remember last week, we were a little nervous because of the number that I really liked.
You liked a lot of the picks, and then we went 6-0. So
usually that's a bad sign.
Melded, yes.
But this week, I'm a little questionable about your Titans just because the situation, Baltimore, huge revenge spot from last year's playoff appearance. So that's the one, and also Carolina. just the uncertainty about Bridgewater. I understand he's probably not going to play, especially with this line. But that's one, if he does play, then Carolina's probably going to be the favorite there. I love Atlanta in this spot.
Yeah,
Vegas is not giving Drew Brees any respect here with this line.
I agree. It barely moved.
I mean, he's still a top 5 quarterback if you look at the stats and numbers. I know, based off a lot of people's eye tests, they think he has a noodle arm and his arm strength is gone, but he has a top 5 QBR this season, so he's got to be. I mean, he's still a top 10 quarterback in this league.
He sees the field well,
Absolutely.
right? He doesn't have the ability to take the top off a defense like he may have in past years with the overall, massive amount of arm strength. But he puts the Saints in positions where they have advantages throughout the entirety of the game. That's why he's won so many games. And Jameis Winston has shown us that he is not very careful when it comes to taking care of the football. And so in a scenario where I feel like the Atlanta Falcons are going to be able to score, I feel like we could get a turnover or two from Jameis, maybe another pick six. And I feel like +5 is great value for Atlanta.
I agree. And speaking of Jameis Winston, his old coach in Tampa Bay, Dirk Cutter, he's the offensive coordinator for the Falcons. So you don't think that Raheem Morris is going to Dirk Cutter all week this week saying,
what does Jameis do poorly?
Exactly.
Where can we take advantage of it?
Where can we attack his weaknesses?
Yep.
That's going to be definitely going on. This game, I think it should be more like 3 points, not 5. I think this is a great pick, a great value play on Atlanta, a team that's been playing well the last month or so this season. So that's probably my favorite pick. If I had to pick a second, it would probably be New England. This is one of those like the Rams a couple weeks ago. It looks too good to be true, but the strength of New England right now is running the football, and that's the weakness of the Houston Texans defense. Damian Harris for New England, he's been running all over the field. So I think this is a great matchup, ball control game for Bill Belichick and the Pats, and I think they go on the road and beat Houston, who's only beaten one team, and that's the Jaguars.
Yeah, and also it feels like Houston's quit. It just kind of does in many ways, and it's not as if when you play against the Patriots now that teams get up for it because Brady's not there. And look, Cam is still a effervescent star, but it used to be that everybody got so geeked to play against the Patriots. I don't think that's happening anymore. All right, there are the Baker's half dozen, 6+1, the Outkick 6-pack. You got an extra beer there this week. Want you to know, too, as we go to break here, I appreciate all of you. Download the podcast. Make sure you don't miss a single minute of the show. Get your bets in, FanDuel.com/Clay. That's FanDuel.com/Clay. The Outkick 6-pack underway. Thanks for supporting the show. Love you guys. I will see you again on Monday. I hope if you're leaving early for Thanksgiving, I hope you have a safe weekend. This is Outkick on Fox Sports Radio.